Hi, it's Willem here from Bunnypan. So I want to show you guys how to clear your mailbox when your mailbox is saying that it's full. So I just want to explain something. In other words, if your email is set up on your Outlook and you download your emails to your computer, then what it does, the Outlook goes to the server, checks if there's new emails on the server, then it takes those emails and pulls them through to your Outlook. But then it leaves a copy of those emails in that server mailbox, and that's usually where the mailbox gets full. So in other words, it doesn't help you delete your mails on your computer, because those emails will still be on your server. So the easiest way to clear your mailbox on the server side is to go and log into the server side and go and do a cleanup there. And I just want to show you that. So there is a setting I want to show you in Outlook. So if you've got your Outlook set up, you go to File and you go to your mail setting of the account you want to check. So I'm just going to use a support account of Bunnypan's example. I click here on account settings and I'm just going to go into this one here. And if we see, here's a setting that says leave a copy of the messages on the server and remove them after 14 days. So this is the default that Outlook usually sets when it's setting up the mail. So what this means is, if I log onto my WebMail, the server side of my emails, I should only see 14 days emails stored there. So the maximum you can set Outlook is 99 days, so it will save 99 days of email on the server. But what this means is, if you have a small mailbox, so in other words, you're not paying for a 5 gig or 20 gig or 30 gig email box, but you're just paying for a 1 gigabyte space, then lots of 99 mails can easily fill up that space. So a thing to remember is, if I set it maybe, let's say, to 7 days and my computer crashes, then when I reset up my email onto this machine, there will only be 7 days of emails that it will pull through on the server. So if you say to me, okay, listen here, that's not enough, I want to store more email on the server, then you're going to have to get a larger email hosting package. Or even if you want to go even larger, then you need to set up Microsoft 365 email hosting instead of cPanel hosting, which is the default. So at the moment, I'm going to leave that. There's 2 weeks of emails that the Outlook will leave on the server. And any emails older than 2 weeks, it will automatically go and delete. So that's just an important setting that we want to tell clients. If you don't want to pay a monthly for a larger mailbox, then what you need to do is make sure that you back up your email regularly, because then when your machine crashes, you can just recover your email. The easiest way to do that is to see where this email is stored, and you can back up the PST file for this. So let me show you where the default one is. It's going to be easy. We go here to data files, we go to the mailbox we're talking about, and if I say open file location, I will see a support@bunnypans.com.pst. This is the mail that's sitting on my computer. So if I copy this mail and I paste it somewhere on an external hard drive, I will be backing up my email for storage. So if my computer crashes or my computer is stolen, I still have my external hard drive with me. My mail can easily be recovered. I just want to mention something. You can't copy this file while your email is open. So you need to close your email and access this file. So the easiest way is to just go and copy this link here. And then remember it somewhere. Close your Outlook, go to this folder again, and go and copy this PST file to external hard drive or memory stick or to Dropbox or whatever. And then your mails will be backed up whenever you did it. So if you do it once a day, your mail will be backed up. You don't have to pay for lots of space. But if you say to me, okay, listen here, Willem, I want the server to save all my emails, I don't want to go through this PT, then you need to pay for larger space, because space costs money. So I just wanted to explain that. So let's say you're not paying for a lot of space, your budget is limited, but you need to clean up your mailbox because your clients are telling you, listen here, our mails are bouncing back because your mailbox is full. So what happens a lot of times when clients get that a type of error, they go to the Outlook and they go and delete emails here, but it doesn't help you delete your emails here because you're only cleaning up your computer's emails and not the server itself. So to clean up the server, you go to a browser, any browser you want to use. Then in your browser, you type in webmail.bunnypants.com. So this is going to be your domain. So whatever your domain is will be webmail.mydomain.co.za, whatever your business is. If you click enter, then it will take you to webmail. And then you're going to have to log in with your email address you want to go and clear. You need your password. If you don't have your password, you can either reset your password. Just remember, if you reset your password, you're going to change it in Outlook again. So let me quickly log in here. So I'm just going to say the email account I want to log into. Okay, just going to type the password quickly. Okay, then I'm going to say login. It says login successfully, and it goes automatically to my webmail. If it doesn't go to webmail, it goes to a screen where it asks you want to log in to Roundcube. You just click on the Roundcube option. So you can set your webmail to go automatically to the webmail, or you can, when you log in, you can choose that Roundcube option. You'll see it when you log in, it shows Roundcube, and this is the logo. So when I've logged in, here's the mailbox, and this is the mailbox of the server. It's not what's on my computer. So in other words, I can see this mailbox is 78% full. So I only have space for a little bit more, a few more emails, then it's going to be 100% full. And this is where we need to delete the emails, not on your Outlook, to clear it. So in other words, what I tell clients, just go to the last page, highlight a few emails and just delete them, and just do another page, just delete them. Other thing you can do, you can say select, and you can just say, if you want to clear all, you can say all, but don't do that. It will maybe be just better to clear a few emails out of your mailbox. So if I say select current page, I can just delete it, select current page and delete. So now I've seen we've deleted our mails. We were sitting on 1,000, we've got at the moment 1,251. Let's delete one more page, current page, delete, and it's going less and less here. So we're making space in our mailbox on the server. But now another thing you need to remember, so we can see our mailbox is still on 78%. So I need to go to my trash, say select all, and you need to go and delete your trash. And you can see I've dropped down to 71%. So I've got space in my mailbox again to receive new mails. If you want, you can clear it. And this is how you clear your mail on your server and mailbox if you are getting mailbox full errors the whole time. So what you can do is now I'm going to show you. If I go back to Outlook and let's go and see what is the last mail I have here. So the last mail I have here is in 2024. Let's just get this a little bit bigger. So my last mail is 2024-09-25. It has not been deleted. It's still here. Even if I click send and receive, it is still here. But if I go to my server and I go and check what's my last email, I will see it's an email 2024-10-06. In other words, it didn't delete the mails that were on my computer. Why? Because they pulled the emails into, this is a copy of the emails that's on the server. That's if your email is set up as POP. If your email is set up as IMAP and you delete your server files, it will also not delete it here. But when you delete your emails here, it will go and delete it on the server if your mail is set up as IMAP. So to check if your mail is set up as IMAP or POP, then most of clients will be set up on POP because it's less expensive. You can go to account settings, and the reason I'm saying it's less expensive because you don't need to buy so much space, because IMAP saves all your email on the server. So you can see this is a POP account. Okay, so I just wanted to show clients how do you go and clear your mailbox. And if you have 100 gigs available on your computer, you can store 100 gigs of email. I just want to warn you that Outlook has a limit of between 40 and 50 gigabytes of email. As soon as your PST file gets to 40 gigs, it gets unstable. So we advise clients to have multiple PST files and make sure it doesn't get too big. Again, if you want to see how big your PST file is, your mail files, in other words, your mail sits in a zipped type of file. It's compressed. You just go here into support again. Sorry, I wanted to go here to data files. I double click on this, or click on this one and say open file location. And here you can see support@bunnypants.com, 66 in meg in size. It's not a gig yet, but so it's a small mailboxes. So it's still nice. This one is 2.8 gigabytes. So as soon as it gets to 40, a person needs to create another one. Okay, so hopefully that helped to explain that it doesn't help you clean your mails in your Outlook. You need to go to the server side and go and clean a few mails out of it, and it will, even a few pages will make that you can get quite a lot of emails again.